Hey, Homestead Jen here, Rent the Chicken, co-founder Rent the Chicken. I just wanted to show you some chickens here. I'm getting ready to feed them. Rentthechicken.com. This coop is one of our Amish-built rental coops from our friend Levi. The chickens are ready. So usually what we do is we have solo cups that we use as our custom Rent the Chicken feeder measurements, but I don't have those out here. Homestead Phil is out doing some deliveries, but you'll see in here. Hi everybody. Hi. They're ready for some food. You see our feed. Well, they have some food in there already. Our feeders are these PVC pipes. We just put the feed in there and then they just stick their little heads right in there. And I have a second one here. There's 3 chickens in this coop. Usually we do 2 or 4, but our renters wanted 3 chickens, about 12.5 eggs a week. And the coop is plenty big for 3, as you see. And there's wheels on the back end, way in the back here. I'll try to show you. Right there is a wheel. There's one over there, and then there's one right behind the red chicken on that end. So I'm gonna make sure they have some water here. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, you're gonna stay in. Hi, friend. Stay in there. Here we go. I'll check the water. I'll let you enjoy the chickens a little bit while I check the water level. Yeah, stay in there. Here we go. So anyway, we have loads of rentals that are going out all over the United States and Canada. Oh, this water is plenty fresh from yesterday. Hi, ma'am. Stay right there, please. Yeah, hi. So look at this sweet, sweet chicken. Look at that. Oh, that's sweet. This is a Buff Orpington. She lays a nice brown egg. We have our white leghorn there. She lays a big white egg. And we have the red star back there, who also likes to lay a brown egg. Oh dear. Oh, no. Come on, stay right in there, please. Thanks. So we have this water that goes right onto this hook there so that the chickens have access. And all they have to do is hit this yellow thing just to tap it, and the water comes in. They just drink it up. Hi. There we go. There you have it. I'll give you a tour around the coop. They might have laid some eggs since yesterday. We always buckle up the coop nice and easy here. Let's see. So it looks like a little barn, as you can see. You can see from the side. That's where you just saw from inside. Here's the wheels I was telling you about as well. If you lift it up on the other end, moves like a wheelbarrow. I don't think that there's much bedding in. Oh, look at that. 2 eggs from today. We are due to deliver this, and we don't deliver it with the bedding. We add the bedding once we get there. Look at those pretty eggs, right? That way the bedding's not flying all around the road when we're going down the road. So we have that extension on there. Anyway, I thought I'd just give you a little tour of one of our rental coops, introduce you to the ladies. There they are.
We give people a chance to try out having backyard hens for fresh eggs without the long-term commitment. So we bring a portable chicken coop with 2 to 4 egg-laying hens to someone's backyard from spring until fall. And it's a true try before you buy. If they find it's not a good fit, they can chicken out.
Okay, tell me, how did you get started?
Oh, my husband and I hatched Rent the Chicken in 2013. So we've been at this a little while. My project management position with a research program was coming to an end, and I was already working from home, knowing that I wanted to keep working from home. My husband is the visioneer of the group, and he was searching on his device late at night and did a search for crazy business ideas. And on the SBA's website, the Small Business Association's website, they listed chicken rentals. And he looked at me and said, you want to rent some chickens? And I said, what? I guess I can work the power tools and build some coops, and we have some chickens, so why not? And so from there, we hatched Rent the Chicken from there. Well, we started with a few, and that first rental season of 2014, I built 54 chicken coops under a canopy in my front yard. Our goal was 15. And so we blew that out of the water. And now we have farmers all across the United States and Canada that offer our service. So we really have grown in leaps and bounds through the years. if you are interested in renting chickens from Rent the Chicken, you'll go to our website, rentthechicken.com, take a look to see if we have a location close to you. You will decide on a rental package based on 2 or 4 egg-laying hens, and then make a reservation either online through our website or give us a shout. And from there, we'll reserve a coop with hens for you. And come April or May, we will deliver the rental and accept the balance of the payment at that time. Our service is more comparable to someone starting on their own with their own backyard chicken coop, compared and not so much compared to the price of eggs at the store. But I'll tell you that our renters no longer have to worry about the price of the eggs at the store. Once they have their hens in their backyard, they don't have to worry about if they're limited on 1 or 2 dozen eggs when they go to purchase. And they also don't have to worry about if there's not any eggs at the store, because they are getting their own very own fresh eggs right in their backyard. We rent from spring until fall, so like April to October or May to November. And then at the end of the rental, if our renter wants to be a long-term chicken keeper, they can adopt the hens either with or without the coop. If they adopt without the coop, then they'll need to supply their own coop by building or purchasing another coop. It's turnkey with what we're doing here. We can walk you through, we handhold, we provide a book, we show you how it's done. As long as you have some yard space or some space in your yard that has some dirt or grass and the coop can get to your backyard, I say give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? You chicken out, but you can say you've had this experience and you know for sure whether it's a good fit or not. Or if you were to start on your own, you're very much invested on your own and you feel like you have to stay committed to it. Where with Rent the Chicken, this is what we're here for. We want to help people have a food source closer to their table, but we also want to give people an opportunity that they wouldn't necessarily take on their own. Well, most of them were very supportive, and if they weren't supportive, for once they kept their opinions to themselves. And so it was great. Our friends and family who are local to us in rural Western PA, they're like, I don't know why someone would do it, but the closer we got to urban areas and suburban areas, our friends and family say, oh, I know 5 people who would do that today. And so that's what really helped us to give some perspective. One story that sticks to mind is one of my cousins and her husband decided around that same time to incubate some eggs so that they could have their own hens in their backyard for fresh eggs. Both of them grew up on farms. My cousin and her husband grew up on farms, and they had the most terrible experience with the eggs hatching, and then they were mainly all roosters. They never did even get to the point of having eggs just because it didn't work out. And so here are these 2 folks who grew up in rural communities, in a farming communities, and they did not have the know-how to get to having their first fresh egg. And so we skip all of those steps and we bring the coop with the hens that are ready to lay, to make it an easy experience. And so their story is something that really hit home with us, to allow us to say there is a need. If we have family members who have been raised on farms and they had a hard time, people who are not exposed to farming communities might really have a hard time. And so we bridge that gap. My husband and I made the big move from outside of Baltimore to rural Western Pennsylvania in order to have a simpler life. So we are right in the thick of it with others as well. We're here living that same set of nostalgia, if you will. He said, I want to do some homesteading. And I was like, you are crazy. I thought we were just moving to not be in the city anymore. And he said, I want to get some chickens for some eggs. I want to have a garden, a big garden. He said, like, I don't know. That seems like a lot. So here we are though. We're doing all the things he wanted to do. And we're also, I have a kitty here who is now all of a sudden needing to be on the Zoom. I apologize. So all the things, and more. We've done so much more than ever anticipated, including starting a chicken rental business. We were pregnant a lot of times and never successfully gave birth to any kiddos, but we are I say we were failed foster parents as well. We had a couple kiddos in our care, but they all went back home, and we're still in touch with one of them. His name is Gabriel. We had him when he was 6 and he's 14 now, and we see him as much as we can, and he knows all about Rent the Chicken. He could sell anybody on Rent the Chicken. He has his own Rent the Chicken shirt, and he's went through all the sizes through his years too. He's had one for every size he's been in. Please make your reservation sooner than later, and we want to help as many people as we can. Our motto is families helping families. We also have a hatching program called Hatch the Chicken, which allows people to hatch baby chicks with an incubator that we provide, and they experience the babies hatching, and it's incredible. They keep them for 2 weeks. When they're not so cute, we pick them up and take them back to the farm.